about some art, history, and music today. Let's go to the 10-Drum Culture Village in Kaohsiung.
I'm Michella. I grew up in the Silicon Valley and was a journalist in Taiwan for 10 years. I like to run, grow hydroponic food, and travel. I'm going to show you around the Taiwan that I know. I hope you'll enjoy it as much as I do.
Here at Formosa Boulevard, and 10 Drum is along the Red Line inside the old sugar refinery at Chao. San Francisco has Clipper cards for its public transportation system, and Kaohsiung has the iPass. You can beep in and out of train stations with this, and you can even use this at convenience stores, so it's super handy.
The card is 100 NT and you have to charge it. Credit can also be refunded when you don't need the card anymore.
Kaohsiung has become so much easier to travel now that there's the MRT. It's clean, it's comfortable, and some of the stations are really pretty too. We got on at Formosa Boulevard. It was voted one of the most beautiful stations in the world.
This is called Dome of Light and tells the story of life with 4,500 pieces of glass and is one of the world's largest public glass works of art. Here's a photography tip. Shoot it from a really low angle. Use the flip-out screen if you have one. This is the old桥头sugar refinery. It was the first modern sugar refinery in Taiwan, set up in the early 20th century during the Japanese occupation, and made sugar for 97 years. It closed down in 1999, and now they're trying to revive it as an arts and culture park. This place is pretty big, so you might want to rent a bike. There's a bike rental and 10-drum show tickets package here. That's a pretty good deal.
Show you where to go for a nice ride. My grandparents, who were Taiwanese, actually grew up speaking Japanese. Taiwan was Japan's first overseas colony, and the occupation lasted for about 50 years, from 1895 to 1945. Now, they modernized much of Taiwan, including this sugar refinery.
During the occupation, the locals were often unhappy about being governed by the Japanese, and occasionally unrest broke out. To promote peace, the Japanese used Buddhism, the common religion between Taiwan and Japan, and made a shrine here for people to pray to Guan Yin. But instead of gold-plating the statue, the Japanese decided to leave the copper as is to prevent the statue from getting stolen in the middle of the night. Legend has it, the Yellow Emperor, who lived in the 2500s BC, was the inventor of the drum. In one of his famous battles, he ordered his 80 drummers to stay hidden, but strike their giant drums with all their might. The enemy heard the sound and thought that the Yellow Emperor had summoned thunder. They decided to run for their lives because they thought they were no match for the Yellow Emperor and his superpowers. Drums is a traditional Chinese drum percussion group. Their work has been nominated for a Grammy Award in the Best Traditional World Music category. Here they have shows every morning and afternoon. I personally like them quite a bit.
Dramatic, right? The Kung Fu, Chinese instruments, and water elements were so cool. Makes me want to try. Both the 10 Drums Culture Village and this old sugar refinery, at first sight, may not seem like much, but if you take time to explore, it might start to grow on you. This sugar refinery was shut down for more than 10 years, and it's in the process of resurrecting and finding a new identity. It's interesting to be part of the process, I think, and it's interesting times for this place. You should come.